All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to BigQuery, How to Get Insights, our regional conference around BigQuery. So this time we're focusing on a particular product. My name's Jay Jenkins. I head up our customer engineering team in Southeast Asia.
My name is Shirley, and the customer engineer from Google Cloud. I'm based in Beijing, and I'm coming here all the way to join you in this great online session.
So once again, thank you so much for joining us. So today we've got 4 different sessions, all talking about BigQuery. So we'll start at sort of a high level and tell you what it is, and then we'll dive a little bit deeper and tell you how to use it, our best practices around it, as well as talking about some of the newer technologies that we've launched with BigQuery at Next. And actually, Shirley, I believe that your session is one of those sessions.
Yeah, I will be talking about a newly released feature. We call it a BI engine. And this feature was just announced in the Google Cloud Next conference last month. Besides that, I think we'll also have our customer engineer, Russell, will give us introduction about BigQuery best practice.
That's right, yeah. Russell will be talking about best practices. So, once you're using BigQuery, how can it be used? Maybe we should tell people a little bit about BigQuery. And so BigQuery is a petabyte scale serverless database. So essentially, ideally, you can just upload your data and start querying it and get insights immediately. And there's an entire tool system around that as well. So actually, later on, Han's going to be talking about that. So it would be great if your data came like this, all nice and neat. But actually, Shirley, if you hold on to my mic for a second.
Sure.
Great, thank you. So Han is going to talk about how to descramble this data, and we'll see if Han can actually beat BigQuery. So he'll run a query across a petabyte scale database, and we'll see if he can solve this Rubik's Cube faster than BigQuery can run a query.
Wow, really? I'm really looking forward to seeing Hans' session.
Right.
Yeah.
So obviously, we don't just want to talk about things. We want you guys to also get your hands on the product as well. So after those 4 sessions, Han is actually going to be running a lab. In that lab, he'll be running it with you guys, so you guys can actually log in, play with the technology yourself. But of course, your learning won't stop there.
Yeah, your learning won't stop here. So with your attendance of these sessions, you will get 1 month free access to the Quick Lab system, which is an interactive learning online system. So just attending this session, you will get 1 month free access. Besides that, you will also get 100 credits that you can enroll a data analytics quest. That with learning it, you may also get your data professional certificate about Google Cloud.
Right, so great. So a lot of benefits just by attending today.
Yeah.
So if you have friends or colleagues that haven't registered yet, send them the link, forward them the email. It's definitely not too late to register. But already we have well over 14,000 people registered for this conference. So thank you so much for joining. But this is a webinar. We can scale up to however many people want to learn. So please forward that link to as many people as you can.
Yeah, it's still not too late. Just register away.
Great. So Shirley, what are some other things that were announced at Next that you're excited about?
There are a lot of things we announced in the Next conference. And one thing I want to mention is the BigQuery machine learning things. That I have heard a lot of customers that they want to do machine learning, but they are still short of the data scientists and researchers. And with this newly announced BigQuery machine learning capabilities, so you can just train your model and do prediction and inference with SQL programming skills. So I think today we'll also have a session. Shixin will give us a deep introduction about how the BQML has brought us a lot more models. So just that's the 4th session of today's online seminar.
Great. So so one of our former leads for AI, Dr. Fei Li, who's gone back to Stanford, talked a lot about democratization of AI. And I think this is one of those key points around democratization is we can actually take things like machine learning and embed it into the tools that people that normally use business intelligence and doing exploratory work are used to. So a simple SQL statement.
Right. So for people who just joined this online session, I'm Shirley Wang, customer engineer from Google Cloud. I'm based in Beijing, and I'm now here in Google office in Singapore.
Great. And my name's Jay Jenkins, so I head up customer engineering here in Southeast Asia. So today, actually, we are in Singapore, but we're actually in one of our engineering floors.
Yeah.
So our engineers are sitting behind us creating the future, which is why you see sort of like all of this futuristic tech, spaceship sets, and the astronauts sitting behind us. And one of the things we like to do is take a lot of the technology that we create internally and provide that to our customers through Google Cloud Platform.
Yeah, yeah. And so for those attendants that you are already joining our session, I want to give you some information about how to ask questions. This is really an interactive session, so you want your involvement actively. So you can just click on the icon that with a Q letter on it and ask your questions. And being in this community, if you have answers of any questions online, you can also answer questions. So just feel free to be discussing anything about today's session online.
Great. And of course, you can always check your schedule as well. So there's a schedule of the sessions that are coming up to help you plan your day so you can attend the sessions you need. As well, in between the sessions, we'll make sure that we have some break time. So you can go grab a coffee or a tea and have a bit of a rest before the next session.
Right. So after each session, we'll give 5 minutes Q&A, and after Q&A, we'll have 3 minutes wrap-up sessions. After that, we'll give you a break. You can grab a coffee and come to the next session.
Great. So our first session is actually Han Wen Kam. So he is a customer engineer based here in Singapore. He has spoken on many sessions with us before, as well as done some hosting duties, I believe at the last web conference that we had in the region. So please stay tuned for that and attend, and don't forget to ask those questions below. So there are live experts standing by, and those experts will be available throughout the sessions and also during the hands-on lab that we will be running at the end of the day.
Yeah. So we are all set. Just enjoy the sessions.
Okay, so one more thing. So I've mixed this up. Why don't you give this another mix before we hand it over to Han?
Okay. I don't want to make it too complex.
No, let's make it as complex as possible.
Okay. I think it's complex enough.
Okay, great. So we've scrambled up the data, and in the next few hours, we're going to teach you guys how to unscramble this data using the power of BigQuery. So enjoy your session.
Enjoy your session. See you soon.